Welcome back to Hockey Canada's Rule of the Week, where each week we take a rule from the Hockey Canada rulebook and break it down for our officials, our coaches, and our players so they can better understand the rule and how it's applied in a game situation. We got a fun one for you this week. It's called What's the Call? So we're going to show you a video from the point of view of a ref cam, and you get to decide what the penalty is. Stay tuned. So this week, we're going to take a video that was graciously provided to us by a referee from Hockey Eastern Ontario from his ref cam of a penalty that he called. So you're going to get to see the penalty, and you get to decide what the penalty should be based on that angle of view. But before we get started, just a quick reminder, if you like this video, if you like the content on this page, please go ahead and like and subscribe so that you get all of the content throughout the season. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. Okay, so I'm going to play the video from the perspective of the referee's camera, and we're going to be focused on this kid right here, number 19. Okay, this is a rep game with body contact. So body contact is allowed, but we're going to be focused on an infraction that this player commits, 19 in white. Okay, so watch closely. Let's show it to you one more time, except this time we're going to slow it down for you even more. So you can stop the video right here and go back and watch that video again in slow motion and super slow motion if you want to get a sense of what that penalty is. So what did you get? What is the call on that play? So if you said a 5-minute and a game misconduct penalty for head contact, you'd be correct. That is what the referee actually called on the ice. If you watch the video again, you'll see that it looks like from the referee's angle that the player actually comes up and hits the opposing player in the head. And if that's the case with that degree of violence, 5 in a game seems quite reasonable. In fact, that was the call. Now, I'm going to show you something different. I'm going to show you the same clip, but from a different angle. Let's watch. This one comes from the stands with spectators. Watch carefully. So we're going to be watching the exact same clip, just from a different angle. Okay, so this is the player in white that commits the infraction that we're going to keep an eye on. The referee you're going to see come up here along the side with his ref cam. So let's watch closely. 19 comes into the middle of the ice here. And you can see the referee there on the side, the opposite boards, puts his hand up right away to call the penalty. Let's watch it one more time in super slow motion. So now you've seen it from a different angle from the opposite side of the ice. Is it a head contact? It is not. From this angle, it looks like the player never actually connects with the head of the other player. What they do, though, is that it's a blindside hit because of the angle that the player comes in to hit the other player. The player in black never sees the player in white coming. There was no injury on this play, so an appropriate penalty could have been a minor penalty for a blindside hit. But the referee wouldn't know that because they were on the opposite side of the ice. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's where they were supposed to be. The problem was he's on the wrong side, but that's not his fault. Referees wind up on the side of the ice they wind up on, depending on where that last face-off is, because they go to the opposite side of the ice. So the point that we're trying to make in this video, and I hope parents, coaches, and league officials do this exercise as well, because we're not all watching the same game. When you're a referee on the ice, you're watching the game from a certain perspective and a certain angle, and you call the game based on what you see. The same is said for coaches. They're a little bit elevated on the bench. They see things more clear in some cases, not as clear in other cases, and the same for fans. So when you're watching a game and you scream at referees because they're missing stuff or you don't think they're calling what they should be called, always keep in mind that they're not watching the same game as you. They're watching this, first of all, from the perspective of an official with the rules from the Hockey Canada rulebook. And again, they're watching it from the perspective that they can see on the ice. This is a really good example of this because we get the view from the ref cam, which shows one thing, and from the fans, which shows something different. Again, I'd like to thank the referee for graciously sharing this video to help educate folks about the differences between perspective and what you see on the ice. If you have any questions about this video or any of the videos in our series, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. My contact information is below. You can also reach out to your association or your district referee in chief. I'm sure they'll be happy to help you as well. Until next week, have a safe and wonderful week, and we'll see you back here real soon. All the best.